This is what happened, guys. When you decide to go stay with your baby daddy, you decide to go and start fucking with your baby daddy. You decide to be interested in your baby daddy. This is what you get involved with. This is what you get to do. You get to pick up all your shit. You get to go live back with him again. That's where this is. How do you like that? Yep. You have fun with that. You got a lot of shit to fucking take care of.
She wanted to be for the streets, now her clothes on the street. You got a second chance at giving your kid a dad and you messed up twice. There are so many kids that gotta suffer the consequences from having parents that make bad decisions.
What do you do?
I'm a stylist and designer.
Stylist. And who do you style? Like men, women?
A man.
Men?
I'm trying to get into styling women. It's just more complicated.
I don't trust that.
Why not?
Because why are you just want to style women? Why do you want to be around women so much?
I don't
a bunch of bitches.
You see?
Let's just say that you were in the music industry.
Mm-hmm.
Would you do music with male artists? Because I wouldn't trust. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
you would.
Yeah, but I'm not in the music industry.
So what if I said I didn't trust that? What would you say?
Get out of here.
Instead of testing on animals, we should test on rapists. Like, what are they gonna say? No. Bro, you don't know the meaning of the word. Oh, now all of a sudden you believe in consent.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
You know what I'm gonna do when Kamala Harris wins?
What?
I'm gonna get pregnant and then have like 50 abortions.
T Grizzly. So I don't be exposed to shit, but the way he did me, he deserves this. He slid in my DMs. First day out, when he first hit, right? He was like, come to Michigan. I was like, okay, cool. I flew out to Michigan. When I got there, we went to the strip club. I'm picking out the bitches I like, so we throwing money and we having fun. And he like, come on, let's go back to the room. We get to the hotel, and pretty much he had tried me. And it was like, I wasn't even in town for motherfucking 5 hours. Like, calm down. He was like, okay, I'll be back. I gotta go downstairs or something. So I went downstairs, and in the lobby was the 3 strippers that we just danced, okay? I go back up to the room, act like I ain't seen nothing. The phone starts ringing, and it's the front desk. They were like, yeah, security's on the way. So because I didn't allow him to sleep with me, he was trying to get me escorted out of the room so he could bring somebody else in there. The next thing I'm saying is allegedly. So I started fucking shit up. I'm throwing lamps, I'm throwing TVs, I'm busting that bitch open. What do you mean?
That's savage!
Security's knocking at the door or whatever. So I just come up with a lie real fast. So I was like, oh my God, he just left. He's so mad at me. He ruined everything in the room.
Wow, good actress.
I had to, because I knew they was going to put me in jail because I fucked that room up. But I did get banned off all MGM properties. So they banned me for like 3 years and banned him. Now, when I got downstairs, I found out that he had 4 rooms. Not only did he have me in a room, he had another girl in a room. He had the strippers who just came from the strip club trying to put them in a room. And it was just a motherfucking mess.
You think this man flew you out and put you in a hotel room for your companionship? I would have used this as evidence to sue her. But I guess just look at the women he's surrounding himself with. You're begging for these types of issues. I guess some men value box over peace.
Some men, no disrespect to y'all, are not cut out for that because it takes a very extremely high alpha man, I think, that would be willing to say, listen, I saw all of you grimace. I watched all your facial expressions. Hold on, let me finish momentarily. That will be willing to step in and raise someone else's son. That takes a very brave, bold man, and there are men out there in the world who will do it when they see the value of a woman that's serving them and saying, listen, yes.
Did you say that there were men that openly came into your life and wanted to help raise your kid?
Yes.
Where are they now?
Well, I was going to tell you.
Why didn't they make the cut?
Well, first
Them niggas are so alpha.
So I know I'm rare, but I do think it's a huge missed opportunity that men are passing on really good single moms like myself because they feel some type of way about it. And like she said, that's your prerogative. But you're also missing the most feminine, nurturing woman on the planet, or that I've been told.
don't believe.
Wait, let me get McQueen's thoughts here. McQueen, are you being sold on becoming?
No, he's not. He doesn't want.
Absolutely not.
He doesn't want to take care.
I'm not hearing none of this shit.
You got the simplest answers.
They're not playing this game.
No, because it's just like, how you gonna tell me I'm not alpha because I don't like your fucking kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right.
Probably not the safest route to go.
I think the truth is that's what we're all doing.
And that's
right, and that's a normal thing to do. That's a responsible thing to do, and I think that's what an alpha would do at the end of the day.
I mean, they'll say, "Oh, that I don't count because I have a kid," and I'm like, "You don't count because you said that comment."
There's lots of things that aren't ideal.
Most women in their 20s, and I will surpass all of them in regards to the characteristics that I bring to a man and to his life.
You know what? That's your opinion, and I respect it. But fuck out of here.
I got stand-up young men right now, and they only 12 and 11
Then you have,
right
you
now.
have boys.
But they stand up right
Stand up
now.
boys,
I
not
got young
men.
niggas that
No
will.
woman can raise
But
a
they
son
will.
into a man. The only way a son can become a man is through a father. The other way is discovering it on his own. You haven't lived the male experience. You lived a female experience. The female experience is more privileged than the man's position. This chick is on a stripper pole. Can a get on a stripper pole and make bread like that?
Yes,
Heck
you
no.
can. Yes,
No,
you
you're
can.
speaking about the exception. I knew y'all was going to
No,
say
okay.
that. That exception of men that actually go on a stripper pole and dance, they don't even make a fraction of the money that strippers make. So what I'm saying is facts. You don't have to work. You can sell pussy and still make it. You live life on freaking easy mode. You don't get it. You can't raise no son. It ain't happening. You don't understand the male experience. So the only thing you can hope for is maybe some that you can bag as a stepfather to raise that for you. And if not, you better hope that God is with your son to raise that to a man. If not, he ain't being no man. He gonna be like all of these other whips that y'all chicks complain about. Sassy boys. Oh, these feminine. Oh, they're leading me on. They're selling me a dream. They're not being masculine and telling me the truth. He's gonna be like one of those the that y'all chicks complain about. What are you talking about? You raising a boy into a boy. He will never be a man.
I have to agree with him. That was Cooley from the No Fugazi podcast, and he's absolutely right. A statistic that I think is interesting is that 80% of the men that commit sexual crimes against women come from single mother households. Now, again, most men aren't violent criminals, and if there is violent crime involved, usually men are committing that against each other. But I know that ladies like to use these statistics as fuel to resent men, and if they wanted to wipe away 80% of the thing that they complain about, all they would have to do is make sure that women take on the responsibility of marrying before they carry.
She love drug dealers and thug niggas. Rejected all of us, we ain't have enough thug in us. But stand on poetry stages complaining how this is what love get her, and I don't get it. Out here creating her own issues. You never own up to any her own issues, she blame us. You know, cause men ain't shit. As if it's not just the men you picking. You knew the difference, could've had your man and still chose that nigga. Woo! You knew woman different, boo-hoo and sniffling, crying, he broke my heart. Well, bitch, he kills niggas. The fuck? That's crazy. You kill niggas, but you're not supposed to hurt you. And I'm trying to be real with you. He the reason mothers cry, yet you mad he fuck bitches. Sis, be real with you. He is married to the streets, knee deep in beef. You gon' only be his side bitch. Y'all looking at me like, damn, that was harsh as shit, Kim, when I'm just being honest. And honestly, you should be lucky he wasn't in the car when his ops was out there sliding. Throw niggas, black mask with a black Honda. All I could think about is your mama. What would she say when her baby got shot? Whew. I know she gonna cry and pray a lot. Your boyfriend back on the block on social media talking to his ops, doing TikToks.
Man, if you stuck in life, what you need to do is to get in the gym and go hard as hell. I mean, go harder than you ever gone before. And I want you to focus on honoring that commitment and showing up for yourself every day. Because that type of focus is going to require you to break a lot of bad habits. And once you start to break those bad habits, then you're going to begin to think a whole lot clearer. And when you begin to think clear, that internal voice is going to get louder and louder and louder. And that's what's going to tell you what to do. And that's how you get unstuck.
I agree with him. I think that having a good physique is the physical representation of your level of discipline, and it's the first thing that people will see and will judge you based off of when they meet you. Body positivity is for people with disabilities, and it's okay to be fat, but it ain't okay to stay fat. Do a push-up, do a pull-up, walk a lap, walk on a treadmill, but do something. Don't do nothing.
Find you a treadmill and get your big ass up there, nigga. I haven't lost yet!
I've always been the weakest, and I've been mocked for it at every turn. But I still try as hard as I can.
You see, I've been leveling up this whole time. I give in to fear. I can't get stronger that way. I'll fight, level up, and take what's mine.
Oh yeah, my bad. You still got an excuse because your circumstances is definitely worse than that.
Stop being a bitch and come on.
You're saying that you want to financially stable. Are you looking for certain numbers? Like
Yes.
Yes,
I'm
okay.
looking between 600,000 and 800,000. Obviously, more is good, but that's what I want to start with.
So 600 is your bare minimum, you said.
Well, maybe 500. I mean,
Okay, we went down.
the cost of living in LA is so high. That,
It is.
and I really love to travel.
Okay, and you want to like a man to cover for this.
If he can, yeah. Because I bring feminine qualities. I can cook. I can give good back massages. I can listen well. So I think it's only fair.
So it's worth it, yeah.
It's worth it, yeah.
Okay. Is anyone making 500,000-600,000 here watching it? Leave us in the comments, please, guys. Is that a good trade? Would you trade your salary with the back rubs and cooking and cleaning? Let us know. We want to hear it.
If you have good feminine qualities, go pour that into a man with good work ethic and build a life with him. Stop waiting at the finish line and expecting men who built a bunch of value for themselves to bring you in and to value you too. The level of delusion is insane. Everybody want to hold up the championship trophy, but don't nobody want to shoot in the gym no more.
Who do you think has it worse dating, women or men?
I think men do. I don't even think it's close. Not only are you competing with yourself, like, oh, can I get this girl? You're competing with every other guy, not in the bar, but also online, DMing your girl. You could get flown out by this athlete tomorrow. This guy could hit her up. It is way harder for a guy to date than a girl. You could go up to any guy in the bar and you could make him your boyfriend. Easy.
Yeah, but girls are always getting fucked over. Like
I
guys want this perfect girl, like no followers.
You're the one
doesn't
that's like,
post
I
this.
want all my love to be like The Notebook in the movies.
Okay, yeah, but that's not like I say that, but like the guys that I like fall for, it ends up being like shit, and I still fell for them anyways. Like I don't only get with like these perfect guys. Like guys are always looking for the next best thing. They never like.
You don't think
settle.
girls do that?
I don't. I would have settled for like some fucking 7 loser.
And she just proved this point, and the reason why it's harder for men is exactly what she said at the end there. She would have settled for a 7, and he's the loser. Women will never be able to relate to or understand the level of loneliness that some men will feel, and they think that the experience of the men that they want is the experience of all men because they don't recognize every man. They only see the men and envy the experiences of the men that they desire.
One thing that women created. 8 billion people.
Also, I was supposed to say when your coworker's handsome, but you both earn the same salary. When people talk about men having audacity, I always just think about stuff like this. Like, this is the most audacious thing I've seen in a minute. For one, it's saying, oh, I'm broke, I have a bad salary. 2, it's saying, it's okay when I'm broke, though. Like, that's not an issue. 3, I want a man to save me from this horrible life I've crafted for myself. When I tell you, that third thing does not get talked about enough. There are so many women on this app, at least, that will literally assemble an unsatisfying life for themselves through no fault of anybody else. Whether that be, you know, in school they majored in something they didn't really care about or wasn't really lucrative. They have no connections, references, work experience, anything like that. Just nothing going for them, period. They had time to get something going for them, and then they didn't. They're sitting there, they're looking at their life, and they're like, this sucks. I need a man to get me out of here. I find that to be the most ridiculous thing ever. However, the thing is, that type of thing isn't gonna stop because a man will save them from that situation. Now, obviously, not all women are gonna get saved, right? But there's enough women getting saved where women like aren't really afraid of being failures anymore. Some of them. Women have been conditioned through society, through no fault of their own, to be okay with failing. Because the concept of having to financially support a family has never came through their mind. They just have to find a guy. It's insane and very sad if you think about it. It's sad because some parents are raising their children that way. Like, you know, just in the back of their mind, they're like, oh, you know, well, her husband's gonna take care of that. And things, I'm saying this from what I've seen, okay? Like people I've dated, daughters aren't conditioned to grow. Even people who want their daughters to be successful still in their mind are like, oh yeah, but you know, the husband's gonna take care of this. Which is just very harmful long term, because if you even in the back of your mind are going through life and you think that you have a hypothetical safety net, you are not going to be doing the things that you need to do to actually be what you want to be. That's literally what manifestation culture is. Like, oh, you know, I don't chase, I attract everything I want. It'll just come to me. Like, some people think manifesting means you don't have to work hard. So it's like these people, like, they want these things and they're never going to achieve them because they're not actually working for them. They just have to keep their fingers crossed that a man is going to come through and say,
I hear what he's saying, but I almost didn't hear him because 2 hooped earrings is just crazy. But that's what we call delusion, my brother, assuming that you're gonna get this progress in life without having to do anything for it. There are a lot of women that are broke that don't believe that they're broke. They believe that men are broke and they're just dating the wrong men. And the issue with a lot of women that had a mentality is that men ain't doing the chasing no more. The men doing the attracting.
Man, look, bro, this shit right here, like, bro, I down there want to cry, ain't gonna lie to you. Bro, nigga just graduated barber college. Just now, just graduated barber college. Check me out. Barber certificate. What'd that say? What'd that say? Successfully completed. Do you hear me? Successfully completed, nigga. Hold on. Certifications in advanced clipper cutting. What? Advanced beard design. What? Advanced shaving techniques. Your boy certified. Huh? First in my family to complete college, G. It is what it is, barber school or university. I did that. I think got a lot going on. Finna have a baby. I just moved. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm working. Like, bro. This is my career. I'm up right now, bro. Everybody who know me for real. I done had a lot of struggles in life, a lot, but I'm up right now. 1,000 points, Jack. For the home team, I'm up right now.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Don't lie to yourself. If you gotta be honest with one person, it's yourself. Stay productive and do the things that you already know will put you in a better position in life, and you'll be in a better position in life. Slow motion better than no motion. Till next time.